I'm going to be working with Visual Studio 2015 and some databases which have already been created. So, starting up Visual Studio 2015, I don't have any projects started yet. I'm just working with the IDE right now. And what I'm doing is that I'm working with Server Explorer, so you'll have to have the Server Explorer tools installed. So if you happen to be working with 2015 or a later version, and the server tools are not installed, you can go to uninstall, and from there you'll find the tools to reinstall, and one of those would be the SQL Server Data Tools. So over on the left hand side, I'm going to go with Server Explorer, and I'm going to pin that down. And if you didn't see it over there, you can go to Views, and one of those is Server Explorer. So what I want to do is that I already have some databases, and what I want to do is just generate a connection to those. And in fact, if I hover over that, it says connect to a database. So I'm going to click on that, and I've got some choices on what type of database I'm going to connect to. Access, ODBC, SQL Server database file, Oracle, or some other type of file. For now, what I'm going to go and do is SQL Server database file. And I'm going to click OK. And now I need to browse to find that. And I download it from the module. There's a zipped file with some databases in it. And so I downloaded those, unzipped those, and now I have access to those. And let's see, let's go grab the tours .mdf Microsoft database file, and I'm going to click open. So I'm telling it what type of database file it is, and then I'm browsing until I find that. I'm going to use Windows authentication on that, and now I can test the connection and see if it's, and it connected. Okay, so I've got that one. Now there it is under my data connections, tables and everything. And I'm going to go make another connection. Again, this is a database file. So I'm going to browse, find that one. This time I'm going to get the Northwind database. That's traditional database to test with. And I'm going to, I could test the connection, but I'm sure it's connected, so I'm going to click OK. And I have attached that Northwind database. Now, these are my Microsoft SQL Server databases. I'm going to go attach a third kind, which is, let me click on that. I'm going to attach an Access database file. I happen to have one of those, and if I track that one down, it's not here, it's there. And okay, it's the Access. And if you haven't worked with databases or Microsoft databases, you'll need to spend some time looking those up and seeing what a database is and what SQL is. But okay, so I've got those three connected now. Now that I have them connected, I'm going to start a project and go ahead and add at least one of those to my project. So I'm going to do File, New, Oops, file new. I can do that. Project. I'm going to make a Windows form, and at this point it really doesn't matter if I'm using C# or Visual Basic. So far it's going to look the same, but I am going to go with a Windows. I'm going to go with a Windows form application, and call it WinForms DB example. Make sure I know where it's being stored at, and then I'm going to click OK. Okay, I'm going to unpin that. I'm going to make this, I'm going to drag this out and make this a little bit bigger. And okay. Now, what I want to do is that I want to associate my project, this Windows Form application. Let me go to debug, start debugging, and take a look at it. I want to associate my project with one of these databases. And so to do that, it wants to know where is the source of your data. So data sources, if it's not over here, then again go to view, and I think it's over here. Let me see, where is it? Oh, it's under project, add new data source. Okay. I'm going to go over here and click on this, and it says add new data source. So I'm going to do that. So I'm connecting one of those databases to my project. And so it's a database. Next. And I want a data set. And which one do I want? I want, let's use the tours. So I want to generate a new connection to the tours, and it's going to show me this is the connection string that, in other words, tells me how to find that data file. I'm connecting that project with that database. Okay, next. And it says connection you selected uses a local database file that's not in the current project. Would you like to make a copy of that and put it into your project? If you copy the data file to your project, it will be copied to the project's output directory each time you run the application. So press 1 for more information, or I want to say yes. So I want this added into my project. Okay, so I've got my connection, got a name for it, and next. And what information do I want from this database? Well, I'm going to select a few of the tables. How about if I just select, I'm going to select the 3 tables. Not worried about the views, stored procedures, or functions, just go with the tables. So I'm going to finish that. And there I've got my data sources. Now, here's an easy, I'm going to pin this down. And I'm going to see if I can get a little more real estate here. I think that's probably enough room. And let's go with testimonials. And which way do I want to add it? I want to add a data grid view or details view. Well, let's go with the details view. So I'm going to select that. And what I'm going to do is just drag that on and release. Now I can clean these up. I can edit these. And make whatever changes I want to these. Okay. And when I'm done, I can go ahead and run this. So if I wanted to dress up this particular page, I can put in labels and whatever else I want in there. But it's basically ready to go. I'm going to go debug, start debugging. Okay, and there's my form. And I can step through the data. I can jump to the end. I can jump to the beginning. There's one of these that I don't like. I can delete it. If I want to add a new data on a new record on there, I can do that. And when I'm done, I can save that, and I've updated my database. And that should do it. Okay, that's all there is to this. Now it's going to be the same with the other database files or with the Access database. So they basically work about the same way. And that will do it.